They'll be calling you a radical. We got some giant news. The TEPCO executives are going to be indicted tonight. Well, you know, they're, what, 18 hours ahead of us, where I'm in Mountain Time in Utah, in Japan. Now, I want to talk about this. Then I'm going to talk about Ken Bucketfuck Buesseler, and he's reporting to his owners, his handlers at Harvard. You know, skull and bones propaganda, freaking head of the snake, Harvard Law, Harvard Law, Harvard Law. He'll be presenting there the 5th of all nuclear fighters hands on deck of April. He'll be reporting to his propagandists and everybody who's went along with this propaganda machine, because it's worked in the past. But this is a whole new animal. They played in the wrong field this time. This is Fukushima. This is something that cannot be covered up. They went right out of the Chernobyl playbook, and I want to talk about this. This is big, big news. The TEPCO executives are going to be now. Before the United States of nuclearism had chance to take their 51st straight after, they're the ones that did this whole nuclear experiment on Japan. Hiroshima and Nagasaki never ended, and the Shogun Royal elites just kept their people, you know, Hirohito, why don't you go after him? The war crimes. Still in power, the royals, they're back. So this is big, big news, and I want to explain why. There was so much prosecution in those early days. The Japanese people fought back, everybody. There was all kind of prosecutors were going after tons of people. But it took, you know, I used to get so much stuff from Japan. They circled the wagons, sealed it up, the United States of nuclearism. I love all you people who say, oh, put Hillary in prison, put Hillary in prison. What about Barack Obama for the cover-up of Fukushima? What about that betrayer? How about Tom Vilsack? How about, that's the Secretary of, do you realize the dairy industry, how corrupt that industry is, how much, and you know when radiation comes through, and he knew, Vilsack knew, and I could prove it, and the radiation goes into the milk, and then the milk goes to children, they just gave him more handout. I mean, it's so out. I had my 2 grandsons were born days after Fukushima. You know, I got 2, you know, their mama's nursing my boy. You don't think I was in their ear every day. Wow, I mean, the birth defects, you know, Busby, that freaking rat, says that leukemia doesn't cause autism. What? What? How would he know? The Queen fucking tell him? He's a propagandist rat. I could prove it. This is my work, Kevin Blanch's work, my PhD, a real PhD, not this peer review handed. Real PhDs traditionally, historically, are 3.5 years to 4 years in theater doing the work. Cradle and Nuna. I proved a long time ago that freaking nuclear fallout is autism. Look, class, autism capital of the world, right here, Utah. 1 in 44 boys, one study says. The other says 1 in 32 boys. A credible epidemic. There's only one outliner in Utah. One. And I've proved it over and over. Nuclear fallout. Look, they've hijacked the obituaries the way they claim death. They've hijacked the cancer rates, Dirty Herbie. Come to Moab, where the cancer may be capital of the world, one of them. They just, I mean, tourism economy, you know, money over life. So in Japan, there was all kinds of litigation. So you know, this is coming right from the ex-prime minister. And the current prime minister, Abe, he runs right to Media Lab at Harvard. It all ends up at Harvard, don't it? Stratford, Harvard, Stanford, Harvard. Same people that slaughtered the whole world. Oxford, Cambridge, the House of Windsor. And one other thing before I get into this, as far as the litigation goes, Trump. I mean, this guy, now hear me on this. He says he's going to tell you who blew up the towers. Then the next freaking breath, he says he's going to name the guy who blew up the towers, head of Homeland Security. Anybody in New York, I spent half my life in New York. Go talk to any New York City fireman. Go talk to any one of them. Go talk to New York City police officers. They'll tell you straight up. I mean, I'm friends with so many New York City firemen. They'll tell you straight up to your face. The radios weren't working. The firemen weren't in there. That was all Giuliani's bullshit contract with Motorola, his holdout, his greed, his sickening. They'll tell you, we know who blew the towers when the fireman was in there. We know who blew them. You know, the planes went in. They made the decision to blow the towers freaking and the other buildings. They'll tell you Giuliani. Hello. You know, it's like the Fox News. You know, Rupert Murdoch goes down, or excuse me, Rupert Murdoch's bitch named Sean Hannity in Hairspray goes down and geeks freaking everybody up to shut off a freeway in freaking, you know, Bunkerville, the Bundy clan, and gets 2 cops killed. I mean, why don't you try him? So the litigation, the prosecution of Japan, of course, the United States elites goes in, not even elites, this nuclearism, I pledge allegiance, these Hartford, Ken Buesseler's freaking owners, they go in and freaking circle the wagons. No media, NBC, the propaganda, our media won't report anything. No prosecution. Well, in Japan, it's written into their set of laws that can override their owners, the United States, in regard to this. If the populace, enough people rise up, they force their prosecution. That's what they did. The people all rose up and they forced this prosecution. Now, I can tell you, this is a big deal, a very big deal. You know, Harry Carey, dishonor, show, on Balco. Everybody's went along with this. Boy, have you fucked up. I'm telling you, because I thought you were on the winning team and this was going to be like Chernobyl. And they were going to pull up right out of the Chernobyl playbook. They were going to pull all this cover. It didn't work. It's not going to work. The Pacific genocide is very real. Fukushima, the dead blue fucking well in the fucking room. And, you know, all you kids, you went to class, you know what about a blue well. You know what a blue well is. You know, remember when teacher put those up, kids, and you had a picture of the blue well with all the elephants and the buses? As I used to wear that shirt everywhere. Well, you all trading in because you're so arrogant. You're so caught up in your own lifetime. And, you know, this video and this vlogs and this thing, it's not for the contemporary sheep masses because they're going to just fucking get cancer and die and go away or sucking air quality. No, this is for the people that freaking are going to change the world. For real. So, what's going to happen? Well, you remember the Bhopal catastrophe, Union Carbide, mass murder. This CEO, this rat covered it up and mass murdered freaking thousands and thousands of freaking people in India. So the world courts, everybody went after this guy. He got convicted, rightfully so, as murder. Got convicted of mass murder. So he was protected. He set political side. Now, who would protect a mass murderer who poisoned the environment forever and just slaughtered and lied and lied? Who would probably protect the Oh, that got to be that fucking Putin. Them fucking Russians, right? Wrong. Oh, it's got to be them Chinese, them commies. They're going to freaking take over the Koreas. They're going to take over Vietnam. We got to fight those wars and slaughter our own people. Here, draft our own people. Spray freaking Agent Orange on our own people. Yeah. It's got to be those commie China. Nope. Oh, it's got to be them crazy ass fucking all nuclear Swedes. Those Swedes, they want a freaking thing. Yeah, it's got to be those. Nope. Oh, I know. I got it. It's got to be those fucking French. Those fucking French. That's who it is. Those French fucking. No. Oh, fuck, I'll tell you what it's got to be in South Africa. Those fucking white supremacist fucking rats. Those fuckers down there. Those fucking violated fucking human rights fuckers. No. Oh, I got it. It's got to be the Queen. It's got to be the Queen in England. Fucking the UK. They had it. No. What? Well, who would probably protect a person just like they'll protect the TEPCO executive? Where could they possibly hide? One place in the whole world. Oh, the same place Kissinger hid. The same place Dick Cheney hides. The same thing Rumsfeld hides. Same thing all the war criminals fucking... Oh, his name's Anderson. He hid in Manhattan. On the board of directors at the Metropolitan, sitting in the opera eating caviar. For real. Well, he finally got his fucking rightful fucking sentence this year. He died this year in Manhattan. Yeah, where would they protect the fucking Nazi war fucking criminals? Where would they put the United States of nuclear music? The Queen's Royal League. Oh, you don't think the United States is going to try to circle the fucking wagons and protect these TEPCO execs? Now, hear me. Post Fukushima, Toshiba bought Westinghouse. Toshiba is TEPCO. Toshiba is Westinghouse. They're both General Electric. General Electric, they sent in their own fucking troops. 8 ships, not just the Reagan. 8 ships. They wanted, the Admiral's words, we want an entombment. Everybody wanted an entombment. Barack Barry Antoinette, Commander-in-Chief, under the fucking advisor of the, I pledge allegiance to you. Who do you think put him in the White House? Exorod, freaking the House of Nuclearism. They put him in the White House. He told him to stand down. John Holden, take the field. Yeah, the eugenicist from Cal Berkeley. So, I'm at the Reagan trial. I've been there while I was sick, full AML leukemia. I'm there. She ruled, that hearing was August, final hearing to open it up against General Electric was August 25th. Well, that's not that long ago. 2014. How is that possible? If you read the Constitution, what happened to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th? What happened to due process? What happened to the freaking trial has to be speedy? You're not just in criminal, This is criminal. Hello, this is criminal. I mean, these are the greatest crimes against humanity in human history. I mean, slaughtering the Pacific Ocean, freaking killing all you marine biologists and everybody that's gone along with this. What does it matter with you people? What does it matter? Oh, you know, the dead blue fucking whale in the fucking room. You people have, and don't, all activists, all hands, do not let any of these rats off the hook. None of these marine biologists, none of these people in print media, every people that went and tried to spin this to get on the winning, do never let them off. They're the criminals. They are San Francisco Chronicle, LA freaking Times, New York Times, freaking Washington Post, all of them, all of them. You know, these freaking Forbes, the banana potato chip fucks, all these fucking criminals, do not let them. This guy, I mean, these so-called fake marine biologists that open their, I mean, don't let them off the hook. So, he died. Yeah, I'm sure he's in freaking hell. I mean, the hell of all hells. So, the people have spoken in Japan. You know, thank you so much to them. You know. And you idiots in California, Santa Fe, and another debating society, the California Coastal Commission. He sits there with his glasses in his Tim Cook uniform. Oh, and we talk like this because, you know, I'm California. Get a good vibe, bro. Why? Because your mom and dad moved to go to work for Lockheed Martin from Michigan, from Iowa, from Nebraska, from freaking South Carolina to California. I mean, you think about what the Californians have done. Oh, it's the youngest cultural, it's not in culture, it's the youngest theme park in history. At least it took Europe freaking, you know, a while to be turned into a cultural theme park. Not in California. Every pier looks the same. You know, come get your $12 beers and things. And by the way, Weber last night won the, you know, it was a big deal, won the Big Sky Championship. And there was a kid that came off the bench and just, for a California boy who grew up in Orange County, who I just randomly talked to a long time ago. And the coach was like, I can't believe how tough this kid is. He looks so, and I says, yeah, you don't know. I told him, I says, the kid had leukemia. I mean, leukemia, people who overcome that, wow, they're, talk about a force to be reckoned with. So, this is a big story in Japan. They go after, when are we going after Vilsack? Tom Vilsack needs to go to prison. All these dairy farmers need to go to prison. You know, all of them, this pork handout that's going in there just feeding you this poison. It's poison. It's poison, I'm telling you. You know, when this talk going to be about Barack Obama being freaking sent to prison? You know, he's the guy who told him to stand down. The USS Reagan trial, how is that possible? It hasn't even started. Well, she opened it up to General Electric's liquidating, broken up all their stuff. That's against the law. What about antitrust? It's like everybody's all geeked up. What about antitrust laws? They exist. We don't enforce them. Walmart, Apple, we don't enforce any of them. What about labor laws? You paid guys mow your lawn, clean your toilet, freaking. We have videos of Donald Trump in his freaking own towers. We have them. Our group has them. Talking to his very people he's been paying cash, exploiting for his maids in his own hotels. I mean, these people, they're such frauds, everybody. Hillary criminal? Hell yes, she's a criminal. Please, your vote? Oh yeah, I'm gonna run out and vote. Here, there's 8 seats. The Senate, the Congressional, they're running uncontested. They don't even have open primaries in the Republican Party. It's, you know, you got blue state, red state. They jerry-rigged, and, you know, it's all corruption. There's no due process. They've hijacked Patriot Act, took away the freaking entire Constitution, gone. And then you go down the same rabbit hole. I mean, this is an integrity problem, a corruption problem. You're willing to exploit people, you know, for your own personal gain. You're in your hypocrite, and oh, bro. You know, what the fuck is the matter with you people? You know, on this vlog, who gives a fuck, you know? The fucking masses, they need to run along. I mean, they're going to do nothing. It's going to be a tiny few. We know who we are, and we're kicking their ass. You know, this is a big deal in Japan. These guys are going to get indicted tomorrow morning, and you know, we're going to look. I want people to know, the keyboard activists and the vloggers and the bloggers. It's so important that we stay on this. And the same thing with the Buesseler Symposium at Harvard. It's so important we stay all over this because the mainstream media, who are they? We know who they are. Harvard, Yale, the same. I mean, it's a fucking, you know, and you guys that call it New World Order, you're the problem. I mean, you were fed to call it new, to take everybody's reality off that it's nothing new, that it's nothing but a royal system. It's old as mankind, old as Babylon and evil as hell. You know, you still go down the same fucking old, tired fucking dogma fucking regiment, leads you right to the fucking slaughters where they've led you for the past 30 fucking years. when fucking the Bush cartel occupied the White House in 1980, tore the fucking solar panels off, tried to kill Reagan. Please, Hinckley, come on. He's out. You know, freaking boom, Lenin, blown away right then. As soon as they got the White House, it's on. You know, this cabal's got to break from within inside. We need you in the military. We need you inside the police. We need you. We need you people that are in the know. We need you people on the other side that have Hillary's emails. We need you people that have, you know, what happened in the situation. We need you people inside the nuclear thing to break ranks. Come forward. I'll do interviews with you. You know, I know you have no platform in the media. You can't go anywhere. I mean, this is a big, big, big story. These are the lead executives of TEPCO, but they'll hide in Manhattan. Good luck to you is all I gotta say. Stay in tune it. We know who you are, and we fucking saw what you did. And you're gonna pay. Stay in tune it. All of you.